Hello everyone, I'm Timur Shaimergenov. I'm Deputy Director of Nazarbayev Center, the library of the first president of Kazakhstan, Astana city. Today I would like to talk about the current changes in Central Asia that influences on the regional future. So all over the world, the experts say about the changes in Central Asia, and I would like to underline some fundamental trends. First, Central Asian countries will celebrate 25th years of own independence. So next year, these countries will enter a second demographic cycle of sovereign generations. So we have the people who were born, educated, and started to work in independence period. So all this will impact on policy making tomorrow. As a result of the first trend, we will see that in next decade, Central Asian countries will live through certain political transformations caused by changes in political elites and establishments. So tomorrow we should take into account that these people with new mentality, with new values, with new interests will be middle-level policy and decision makers, and it will certainly and definitely will impact on the domestic, foreign and economic policies of these countries. So third, new trends will definitely change economic landscape of Central Asia. What I mean, the growing connectivity of Central Asia will change the economic structures of the region. What I mean is Chinese initiative of economic belt of Silk Road will give an opportunity and options to Central Asian countries to raise own economic development and to enter a new technological period of development. So, as you know, landlocked Central Asia from a couple of years ago received ways out to Asia-Pacific region thanks to China. What I mean is Kazakhstan and Chinese port facilities in Liaoning, Central Asian port facilities in Rizhao seaports in China, which connected landlocked region to a greater Asia. So, and we have a great interest from Europe to Central Asia because of its openness today. So, but Silk Road economic belt is not just only some kind of transportation communications project. I mean that from this year, China and Kazakhstan started a new big project of transfer of 52 industrial projects on territory of Kazakhstan. That means that China started to promote new industrial chains for production of goods to greater consumption markets. I mean from Asia to Europe. So it will change the structure of economics and productions and the future of Central Asia. So the first, as a result of new economic landscape, we will have new social shifts in Central Asia. I mean the labor markets especially. So if today Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan and Tajikistan should send people to Russia to earn the money, and financial transfers form a big part of national GDPs of these countries. So tomorrow, as I mentioned before, Chinese industrial projects will require that these people to stay in own countries and to work in new industrial projects and objects. So it will mean that tomorrow these countries will receive new options for stability, and some scenarios of failed states, I think, will be avoided. So the fifth, growing connectivity of Central Asian countries attracts attention of foreign powers. But I mean that India, Japan and South Korea from the 2015 expressed a will to work more actively and deeper with Central Asian countries. European Union and the United States reconsidered own strategies in Central Asia and expressed a will to participate in rising Silk Road connectivity and are ready to cooperate with China. This is really something new. I'd like to mention here a new American initiative of C+1 regional dialogue, which is targeted to promote economic development and new connectivity options. So in the end of my speech, I would like to underline some conclusions. So I think that from the next year, it becomes incorrect to say a post-Soviet Central Asia. The region enters into new sovereign generation cycle. So new coming decade should demonstrate the current the outcomes of internal transformations, New situation will create new opportunities and challenges. And my center today goes on scenario modeling for the next 10 years, how Central Asia will change. And we still don't know what options and challenges we will meet, but we can definitely say that in next 10 years we will have a new Central Asia.